Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. As some of you know, recently I purchased a Cricut Maker, and I've been taking some classes and did my first print and cut this week. With print and cut, you can print an image using your home printer and then cut the edges using the Cricut Maker. I got really excited when I realized I could use my EQ8 designs in something other than just quilts. In this tutorial, I'll share with you my process for incorporating an EQ design in a Cricut Design Space project. I've opened my Heart Postcard project file because this has the block that I want to work with. And I'm going to select Design a Quilt from Scratch, select a new quilt, horizontal. In the layout, change it to 1 by 1, and I'm going to change the size to 6 by 6. This is larger than when I originally designed the block because I want a larger copy for my canvas. Now I'm going to go to the Border tab and delete the borders, and then go to the Design tab, and under Block Tools, Set Block, take the block that I want to use and set it on layer 1. Now what I would like to do is replace the background with a color because I want to cut this out and I want to be able to easily exclude the background. So select Fabric Tools, select either the spray can or swap colors, and go from Fabrics to the Color tab and scroll to almost the end and find the white and click on one of the background pieces of fabric. Then select Add to Project Sketchbook, go to Print and Export, select Export followed by Image. And I'm going to put this under my EQ8 and I'm going to call this Heart Block for Canvas Bag, and select Save. In the dialog box, change the dimensions to 8 by 8, change the resolution to 300 dots per inch, and turn off outline patches and outline blocks, and select OK. Now I can close Electric Quilt and I can go to my Cricut Design Space program. Select New Project, and we're going to start by creating the canvas bag. Think of the canvas bag as our quilt work table. So under Shapes, click on the square. Now change the size of the square. Start by selecting Unlock, which is in the lower left corner. And up at the top, I'm going to change the size to 16 for the width and 13 for the height. And I'm going to just move that square so it lines up with one of the graph paper cell intersections. Then I'm going to take the Shape tool and I'm going to click on another square, and I'm just going to change the color of this one so that we have a contrast. And under Rotate, I'm going to select 45 degrees. Now I'm going to move this square so that it intersects with the lower left corner, and in particular I'm going to try to match up where the 2-inch mark is on the bigger square. With the On Point square selected in the Layers panel, select Duplicate. Now I'm going to select the larger rectangle and the small On Point square, and I'm going to select Slice. In the Layers panel, select the two pieces of the On Point square along with the cut triangle from the rectangle. And you can select that with the Shift key on your keyboard and then select Delete. Then move the second On Point square to the right corner, matching the 2-inch increment marks. Now select both shapes and select Slice. Select everything other than the larger black piece for the canvas and select Delete. Select Upload, followed by Upload Image. Select Browse and navigate to My EQ8. Select the heart block for Canvas Bag image and select Open. Then under the Select Image Type, I'm going to select Complex and then select Continue. Select the wand in the upper left corner, which is Select and Erase, and click on the background space. Scroll around the heart to confirm that the background has been deleted. Select Continue. Add tags of your choosing. I chose Heart and EQ. Then select Save. I'll select the image and select Insert Image. This image is marked Print and Cut. Under the Size option, change the size to 6 by 6, and then we can place it on the canvas. Now we're going to add the text to Quilt. Select the Text tool and type in "to Quilt." Drag the lower right corner to resize the text. Select the drop-down arrow under Font and then select System Font. This is going to give you all of the fonts that are on your computer. Select the font of your choice. There is a search window that you can use if you know what font you're looking for. I did a search for Angelica Script font, which I had obtained from creativefabrica.com. Click on the font. Drag the lower right corner to change the size. To get the letters closer together, under Letter Spacing, type in or use the scroll arrow to move things closer together. I used -1. Then select Ungroup, and we're going to fine-tune the placement of the remaining letters. Note that I moved the T a little bit to the left, and I also moved the Q to separate it a little bit to the left. Drag a box to select the TO and select Group. Then drag a box to select Quilt and select Group. Position the 2 on top of the quilt. Select all of the text and under Line Style, change the color to red. Move the text on the canvas and resize so that everything fits. So now that I've got everything placed and sized correctly, I can take the canvas and I'm going to select the eye to hide that. Now I'm going to select all of my letters and select Weld. This will keep the placement intact when I go to make it. Then select Save, and let's label this Love to Quilt Canvas Tote and select Save. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com. Next week, I hope to share with you my process for making my Cricut project.